Hello, YouTube. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. What? What? Come here. My little puppy. Look at how cute she is. So it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, since I've made a video or anything for that matter for the tube. Yeah, it's been a wild journey. I was looking through some of my videos and I noticed, just like what I was going through at the time, switching jobs. And ever since then, I think it only shows like a year old or something. It has to be a little bit longer than that. But, I would talk about leaving your job, finding a new job, or feeling fulfillment in your life, and moving into my first place, which is this one. I've been here, it's going to be 2 years now. But I'm moving. Like, I've decided that I'm moving out of state. And it's kind of a scary choice. It's kind of a scary journey, I guess you could say. I'm gonna take my little baby, my little poochie. I don't know why I said it like that, but my puppy. We're moving to Texas, and it's crazy. I think some people are like, why would you leave such a beautiful state, California? You have the beach, you have all this stuff, and it's just, you can have all of those things can be true, but when you don't feel, I guess, like financial freedom, or most of your time is just spent at work, and then you come home because you're exhausted and you have to pay all these bills and you don't have that much money left over to do things, extra things. Every once in a while, obviously I can. Thankfully I'm blessed to still have a little bit to, have a good time and go out and enjoy myself. But as far as longevity goes and saving for my future and having a retirement fund, maybe having a home someday, that's not in the foreseeable future if I stay out here. So I'll be leaving. Since my last few posts, I think, yeah, I was working at the first place that I had got a new job from. I had left my job. I left in faith. I got a really good opportunity. And then since I posted all of those videos, I actually ended up working at a new place that was pretty much the same work, same job, but just a different company, obviously. And yeah, it's just been a whirlwind since then. And then I posted like when I was moving in here, and that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago that I posted I was moving into my apartment. So now I'm just working through fixing everything up, patching everything up, making sure that it looks really good so I can get most of my deposit back, and then selling some stuff off because I obviously can't fit everything into the storage container that I'm taking with me. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been fun. And now I have the opportunity to work for a new company out there. So I guess that's just a testament to how great God is, how faithful he is. So I made the decision to start moving from California to Texas back in December 2025. We're now in end of April 2026. And yeah, I just knew. I was like, okay, that's about 6 months until my lease is up at the end of May, that I have to be out of this place. And I've been so tired of living here. I watched one of my old videos and I was like, I finally get to leave this place that's super loud and rowdy. And it's so funny because I ended up moving here. And like the first week that I was here, my neighbors also moved in because this whole place was renovated, so they had new tenants coming in. And the one next to me was like the last one to be what do you call it, like fulfilled? I don't know how to say it, but yeah, they rented it out pretty much. And that couple, they were a very young couple, and they were so loud. Like they would fight, and the fights would be so gnarly. Yeah, like screaming, yelling, slamming doors, and the walls here are paper thin. Like so thin, I can hear all my neighbors. I can hear everything they're doing. I know they can hear everything I'm doing. Like, it's a lot. So, but it was nice. It was nice to experience my first place. My first year, I had set a goal of wanting to just be here for 1 year and then try something different, because I knew it wouldn't be sustainable, for how much I make here, and having an apartment by myself it's very expensive out here. I live in Orange County, California, and it's expensive. And I got blessed with this place being fully remodeled and having a washer dryer and all that stuff here. New kitchen, everything. It's beautiful. It's a great experience. But my neighbors are just like, I don't sleep through the night. And then now, after they moved, after their lease was up, a new couple moved in, and they were a tiny bit older, but still fairly young. Excuse me. And oh my God, they fight too, and it's so bad. And then they had a toddler, and they ended up having another baby on top of that. So I have many sleepless nights. And I'm just tired. Like, I'm just so tired. And I found a place out in Texas that is more like little home style apartments, like little bungalow style apartments. So I won't have any shared walls, and I'm hoping, praying, I should do the little praying sign, that it'll be quieter and not as bad. But yeah. Ugh. So yeah, then to go back into the whole job situation, I came into my new job thinking that things are going to be great, and it felt a lot more stress relief. It was definitely better, but you know, they didn't run the way that they technically should for the work that I do. They didn't track their stuff, oops, as well as some of us think that they should. But you know, I just kind of gave up, because I used to be more in the headspace of I like to do things right. I like them to be accurate. I like to stand up for what I believe in. But I just got to a point where at this place, clearly they didn't want to fix anything. They didn't want any help fixing anything. So I was just like, you know, whatever. If they tell me to do what I gotta do, I gotta do it. And that's that. You know, no pushback. I'm not gonna do anything about that nature. And so, yeah, I just felt like, you know, these jobs are frivolous anyway. Like, they're just to pay rent. You know, there's no meaning in it. And I'm not saving for my future. Like, it becomes hard. You get very degraded. You feel like you're not getting anywhere in life. You feel like you're falling behind and all of these things, right? So I made this choice back in December, and I went through like a whole life event to where it helped me realize, like, not everything is always greener on the other side. You think that you're gonna get into an experience, and you kind of just, you get caught up in the moments, and then quickly you realize the reality of a situation, and you're like, no, this isn't it. Like, this isn't it. This is not what I want. It's time for me to move on. Like, I felt it. I prayed on it too. I was just like, I just don't feel comfortable where I'm at and what I'm doing right now. And I feel like I need a change of scenery. I need a lower cost of living, and just to kind of heal that burnout and just constant stress. Because I think what I've been struggling with is, I call it city fatigue, where it's just like there's constant noise. There's always noise. There's always people everywhere. There's always someone in your business. You can't open your windows because someone's always walking by, fixing something in front of your house. Like, because I started having construction in front of my house too. I have moved into this apartment complex, and it was absolutely beautiful. And then they built 2 ADU units right in front. I have no more sunlight really coming in through the front. There's no airflow. Like, it just messed up the whole vibe, you know? It's really sad. But anyway, I don't want to like just make this about complaining, you know? So some people will ask, why are you leaving? Why are you moving from such a beautiful state? And I'm moving for my health, for my physical health, my mental health, my spiritual health. Like, I'm gonna do my best to make it work out. And I made that choice back in December, and I was like, you know what, I have 6 months to prep for this, and I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. And yeah, so things have been working out. I prayed on it, and I feel like I got my sign from the Lord, and I was like, all right, I got my sign. I feel like he's saying this is a go. I'm gonna do what I can to prep everything, get ready. And then I started looking for a job. I started applying to places at the end of March. Yeah, at the end of March. And I was like, maybe that's too soon, because I'm not going to be available to work until June, because I'm going to leave the end of May. And so I started applying to places. I got a couple hits. I did 2 interviews, and then they didn't work out. One of them didn't want to wait. And then the other one was a little weird. It was a little sketch. And then now fast forward to the one I'm interviewing for now. It's a great company, great opportunity. yeah, there won't be any financial loss. Like, it's gonna be great, and then I'll have lower cost of living. I think it'll level out that playing field for myself, and where I can finally heal that burnout and not feel so financially stressed all the time. Yeah, because here my rent is expensive. It's like I have to save more than half of my net income just to afford living here. And that's not really a sustainable way to live. You know, a lot of people do it, but that's the reason why we're living paycheck to paycheck. You know, it's tough. It's tough when you have to do things all by yourself. You don't have a resource, a backup plan. Like, there's no one to help you. Yeah, no one to live with. So it's just gonna be me and my puppy. Yeah, so we're moving. We're leaving California and we're going to Texas. I'm gonna document all the things that's going on. Yeah, so follow along my journey and see what's happening. I just know that the Lord is so faithful. Anyway, I'm gonna save this video so that after all of these things happen, I'm gonna start to post them. And then we can see the progress and what the Lord has done in my life. I'm super excited. I'm nervous. It's like such a weird feeling. I feel excited, but I also feel like I don't know if I just need to get more stuff in the process. I think my head is so fixed on like I have to do XYZ and I need all these things to line up first for me to be like, all right, I'm going, I'm excited. I'm putting my notice into my current job and I'm leaving. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I continue to post more. I'm going to document the whole journey leaving California, and I want to finish off by saying and encouraging others. If you feel that you're in a place like a too good to be true kind of place that everybody makes out, like me in California, everybody makes this place out to be like the end all be all, the really gorgeous, amazing place. And while it is all of those things, and you can go to the beach and have a nice time, a nice day, or go with your dog or whatever, and the weather is quite wonderful here. I'm not gonna lie, like in that sense, a lot of us Californians are spoiled. We don't have to worry about a lot of things. We don't have to prep for like crazy weather and whatever. But if you feel that you can do more with your life, if you feel that there's something missing or something that you could do to improve your lifestyle or your, how would I say it? I think it would be lifestyle, right? Quality of life. That's the word I'm looking for. If you feel that another place might be able to give you that quality of life, I would try it out. And now this is me telling you this prior to me actually leaving and trying something new, right? I've been here for many, 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 many years. I've been here pretty much my whole adult life, Orange County at least, because I grew up in Los Angeles. I lived 2 years in Colorado in my middle school time. I have a whole story on there. Like, I think it's the whole thing with my dad's situation. That's on my YouTube. And then I finished high school partially in Los Angeles and then the rest in Orange County. And then I've kind of just stayed out here in Orange County since then. So, and I'm 32 years old now. I'll be 33 this year. So this is all to say that if you feel that you can improve your quality of life by doing something different for yourself and it doesn't match up with what everybody else is saying or what everybody else is doing, go for it. Don't let anybody hold you back. Don't let anybody tell you, you're crazy. Why are you doing this? Like all these questions, right? And it's usually because they're coming from a place of insecurity and like shock because not everybody's willing to do it, you know? So I think that's just what I want to come on and say and encourage others that I'm going to be sharing my journey, but I want it to be as a reference point for other young women or even other young men who are afraid to make a change in their life. We're going to see. You're going to find out with me if this change is actually going to make a difference in my life, you know, if it's actually going to help me. I'll tell you, I can guarantee you it is going to be different. The weather is not the same. It's not the same, but when it comes to having a little bit more financial freedom, having more choices with your finances, I can tell you that that's going to be a huge plus in your life. No one ever has an issue with making more money and paying less, or technically, let's just say in my case, making the same amount of money, but paying less in bills. Trust me, I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, anyway, this is just all to say, don't be afraid of making a huge shift, changing your routine, and trying something new. Yeah, life's a special thing. It's short. Enjoy it. Take it as a journey. Take it as an adventure. You know, and if things don't work out, pivot, change, do something else to change it. Yeah, we're going to see how it works out. And I know that a lot of people don't get an opportunity to do this, but if you have a thought in your head that you want to make a move, you want to make a change, even if it's $1 a day, $1 every few weeks, like even if it takes you 10 years, every single day you do something towards that goal and you make sure that you're headed in that direction, because in those 10 years, I can bet you're going to be in a much different place than you were before, and you're going to be closer to that goal that you had for your life. You know, and you do it all in faith, asking the Lord to be a hedge of protection around you so that you can live a long, healthy life. So anyway, I think I'm rambling at this point, but yeah, I hope this helps someone to not be so afraid of change. We'll see how it goes.